What's up, guys? Welcome to just another conversation. This is your host, Mr. Unspeakable. We got breaking news. It sounds like the emails, Epstein file emails, have been released with the help of a signature of a lady from a Democratic Party who just signed it. They needed one vote to sign it and release it. So now we're gonna watch a video by MSNBC on see what they have to say about these emails. And here it is.
Now, though, pause that conversation to get back to this breaking news we just teased. Just moments ago, the House Oversight Committee released never-before-seen emails from Jeffrey Epstein's estate, which include correspondence between Epstein and his longtime co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, currently incarcerated on sex trafficking charges. Let's now bring in MSNBC Justice and Intelligence reporter Ken Delanian, who has been digging through these emails. Ken, what have we learned so far?
Good morning, Jonathan. Well, look, the Epstein estate has released some 23,000 emails, and House Democrats have been poring over them, and they found some correspondence directly mentioning Donald Trump by name. They've released 3 of these emails, and they're quite interesting. The first one was between Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein back in 2011, where Epstein wrote that Donald Trump spent hours at my house with an unnamed victim of sex trafficking, whose name is redacted in the email. And Epstein referred to Trump as the dog that hasn't barked. And then in a separate email years later with author Michael Wolff in 2019, Epstein said explicitly that Donald Trump, quote, knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. And then the Democrats cite another email with Wolff in 2015 where Epstein and Wolff are discussing if they can craft an answer for an upcoming Donald Trump interview. And Wolff sort of suggests that Epstein has leverage over Donald Trump, saying if he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you valuable PR and political currency. Now, look, Jeffrey Epstein, it was a manipulative monster, and so you really can't take anything he says to the bank here. But this is important evidence that people trying to understand what Donald Trump's relationship was with Jeffrey Epstein and what his role was and where he was and did he go to the House. This is important evidence that fills in some blanks on that picture. The Democrats believe there are more to come from these emails that have been released by the Epstein estate, John.
And
I don't know what to say. Like, I feel like they've been coming after President Trump about this for a long time. Um, these are things that are very sensitive, of really high importance, and if they're gonna accuse him of doing stuff like this, they better be ready because he's gonna fight it till the end. Especially now that he's president, it's gonna be very, very, very hard, even with the proof. Uh, in today's day and age of AI, anything is possible to fill in, fix, and I mean, those files have been around for a long time. And who says that? I'm not saying that he's either guilty or not guilty. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just saying that files could have been tampered with by now. Don't you guys think? Because look how great these AI videos and the pictures and everything the AI does nowadays, this could have been tampered with. I'm just saying. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. It took a while. Somebody could have corrected something or put something in there. Who knows? Okay. I feel terrible for the victims. I really, really do. Um, it is a crime of the highest order. Um, the guy's a real monster. The Epstein dude. I'm glad he's dead. He should be. Um, proof's proofs. Proof's proof. I mean, proof's in the pudding. And we'll see what happens. So let's
We
continue.
should note our friend Joyce Vance notes on Twitter just now, because she's also pouring through these emails, that one of them dates from 2011 when Epstein would have had really little incentive to lie, and it's well before Trump's political career, of course. So this is, Ken, the story that Donald Trump just wants to go away. And he's done a pretty good job, I guess, of telling MAGA influencers, hey, stop talking about this. He kind of quelled that rebellion that we saw over the summer. There's a real belief that Speaker Johnson sent the House home when he did, in part to not talk about Epstein and not swear in that Arizona Congresswoman-elect who is going to provide the decisive vote. So a couple of things here. I know you're still going through the emails, but this is, and we expect Johnson to do that swearing in later today. There's going to be more to come, right? And we should note Trump has long since challenged the credibility of Michael Wolff on other matters, but we'll see. He's getting these emails from Epstein, too. What else should we expect, not just potentially from these emails, but from what new material may still be coming?
So didn't he just say that some of this stuff goes all the way back to 2011? If they have stuff that proves that Trump has been writing to Epstein through emails way back then in 2011, which was like 15 years ago, um, then I, it's a possibility they could get him on that because back then, yes, we had cell phones but the technology still wasn't there yet when it comes to emails. I think we had like I don't know if we had Photoshop or not. I'm not sure in 2011. I have to look into that, but that has nothing to do with the words actually written. I don't know if they were able to, if it was, if let's say somebody tried to tamper with it back in 2011. I wonder if they were able to do it or not. But this is a huge news, man. I mean, this is really, really, really huge. And let's see what they have to say next.
Well, look, I mean, there's got to be more information that sheds light on Donald Trump's longtime relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Whether it's incriminating to Donald Trump remains to be seen, but it's got to be there in those emails and elsewhere in the files. And in fact, we know that Trump was told that his name was in the quote unquote Epstein files, the unreleased information from the Justice Department. Again, we've always been told that there's nothing in that material that incriminates others to the point where they should have been charged. That's what investigators have always said, long before this became an issue of controversy. But you're absolutely right. As a political matter, it's just so interesting because the MAGA world has long believed that there's a conspiracy to cover up what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, now the people who have control of the material is the Trump administration. And so, but yet the MAGA folks have not turned their fire on Donald Trump personally. They've been very mad at Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, the FBI director, for what they consider inaction and not releasing these files. And so far, the Justice Department's position is we're not releasing anything more. But this, as you said, this is a live political issue. The interesting question is going to be, do these emails or does other information cause anyone in the MAGA movement to start turning their attention to Donald Trump and asking him what he's hiding and whether more information should be released, Jonathan?
All right. Well, number one, my friend, MAGA will never turn on Trump. Maybe a few guys here and there, but MAGA is just for example, let's say Bernie Bros, right? Like I am, like I love Bernie. Unless he, like, I would turn against Bernie if Bernie actually did something like this. If let's say files came out on Bernie that he has raped someone, or files similar to this one came out, I would really be looking out for some evidence, because I was like, well, there's no way Bernie would do something like that. Same thing is with Trump guys. I mean, people they do the same thing. They go like, well, there's no way Trump would do something like this, right? Although there are pictures out there with him talking to Epstein, and there's nothing wrong with talking to someone at a party. I mean, that doesn't really prove anything. Um, but like I said, proofs in the pudding. They have some emails that are as old as 2011, maybe even earlier. Who knows? Um, I've heard they've talked about on news about this, and that is that some of these girls were allegedly picked up from Mar-a-Lago because they used to work there, and then brought to Epstein. Basically, they got Trump's approval because they worked at Mar-a-Lago as like I don't know, maybe they worked in like a maybe they were waitresses or whatnot, and then they were picked up from there and then brought to Epstein. Now, how true that is, I don't know. Like I said, allegedly, I don't really know. Have they proven that? I don't know, but there was, you guys know, there was stuff on news going on about that. So um, there's few more minutes of the video left. Let's play it out and see what else I have to say.
MSNBC Justice and Intelligence reporter Ken Delane. And Ken, thank you as always. John Heilman.
Yeah, so I guess the video ends there. And that will be it, guys. This is a really short live. I just wanted to show you guys the breaking news. If some of you who didn't know that this just came out literally like an hour ago or less. Thank you all for watching.
This Japanese matcha trick is the real reason why Japanese women stay slim and fit into size small. Everyone's asking me, so
sorry, folks. Thank you all. Please subscribe if you like the content. Give us some thumbs up, and we'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to have like a more of a precise time set when I'm gonna go on, so everybody kind of knows when I'm gonna be on live. But I just came kind of randomly came out and did this because the news just came out, and I want you guys to hear it. So thank you all so much. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Love you. Thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate you. And ciao.